Coach, heading to Purdue for the final road game of the season, how did the team respond to practice after the loss on Saturday night?
Very, very well. We felt like it was one of the best practices we've had in a few weeks as far as intensity and energy level. Guys came in to get better. They went hard, and it was short and sweet, but very productive.
I want to talk to you about Ross Travis and John Graham. What have you seen from that freshman duo over the past couple weeks?
Well, I mean, it's certainly clear that they've gotten a lot better, and the reason being for that is their confidence has grown with every more. Each game they've played a little bit more minutes than they had before, so they're getting more comfortable with some of our concepts and how hard we want them to play. And you can see that each and every day in practice they come in with an eagerness to get better, and their confidence is starting to grow.
How much does it help the team when those guys reach double figures? Jermaine Marshall gets some double figures, and then Tim is able to have some of the load lifted off of his shoulders.
Oh, well, there's no question. Obviously, the more production you have from everybody, you're gonna certainly feel better about your chances, specifically on the road. And we've been talking about how we needed some consistent scoring from some of the other guys separate from Tim. And John has really given us a good boost off really the last 4 or 5 games. He's played really well, and Ross stepped up the other night. And he's continued to get better. I thought he played pretty well on the road at Wisconsin as well. So, it's huge. Tim doesn't have to bear every single possession, all the load on his shoulders, which gives him a few breathers. And when some of the other guys are contributing, they can't focus 5 guys on Tim Frazier, which obviously a lot of the teams start off doing. And then when we get contributions from those other guys, it opens the floor up for Tim.
Heading to Mackey Arena, a tough place to play, but how much different is this Purdue team today versus when you saw them in January?
They're a lot different. They're playing at a very high level. I don't want to say addition by subtraction, but it's almost like they've rallied around their current situation. Robbie Hummel is arguably playing the best basketball of anybody in the league. If you look at his statistics the last 4 or 5 games, he's off the charts. I mean, 24 and 15 against Michigan State. He dropped 29 the other night as well. He's shooting at a very high clip. DJ Bird shooting 50% from three-point range. Ryan Smith's one of the best shooters, pure shooters in the country. Obviously, they have seniors. They've got 3 seniors. We're going there on senior night. We beat them at our place. They're very anxious to get us back, and it's going to be an emotional night in a very tough environment. But it's going to be exciting. I can't wait, actually. I'm looking forward to it.
How do you guard Robbie Hummel?
You know what? We did a pretty good job the first time around. Again, he's a player with incredible talent, playing at a high level. So, it's not just going to be one guy. It's going to have to be all 5 guys playing together as one. And what we want to do is we just want to, keep him in front of us, try to force contested jumpers, and hopefully limit them to 1 shot. And we feel pretty good about our chances.
Talk about it being senior night, probably going to be an emotional night and an aggressive start from Purdue given the last game. How do you make sure that you put the ball in the basket those first 4 to 5 minutes?
You can't make sure. You can run everything you can, but the bottom line is our guys are going to have to step up and really rise to the occasion and be prepared. Well, Coach Chambers does a phenomenal job preparing our guys with a game plan, and hopefully we can go in there and execute. But it's going to be about energy. We're going to have to come out like we've already played 3 or 4 minutes in a game. So once that tip goes up, we're going to have a sweat going, good warm-ups, and really just come out playing as aggressive as we did the first 5 minutes of the game, the first game here at home.
2 games left to play before the Big Ten tournament. What do you want to see out of the team this week?
You know what? For us, like we always say, I know it's the same thing we always say. We want to just continue to get better each and every game. We felt like we did that against Northwestern. I mean, John Graham had a great game. Ross Travis certainly got better. They hit some very tough shots. I mean, they hit a lot of NBA threes. The team gets hot and they hit 15 threes. That's tough. But offensively, we feel like we've continued to improve. Like you said, we've gotten contributions from a number of other guys. But, for us, it's just about coming out, continue to get better, and give ourselves a chance on the road. We get into a hole on most of our road games, and then we fight back, we claw back. 6, 7 minutes left in the game, we get into 5 or 6, but we've run out of gas at that time. So, the idea on the road in the toughest conference in the country is just to keep it close and try to, claw, scratch, and steal one at the end is really what we're looking for.
Keys to the game in your mind?
limit them to one shot. They're a good offensive rebounding team, and certainly, we're going to surround the three-point line. They do a great job of penetrating to kick, and we just got to do a great job of playing five guys together, defending, and then once the shot goes up, we got to find bodies and rebound and limit them to one shot. I think is a key for us. And they love to get out in transition, specifically at home, for threes. If we can make baskets, if we can score on the offensive end, slow them down, and they don't get out in transition as much, we're going to have a good chance.
Coach, best of luck.
Thank you so much.